Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the OS Talk. Today, we're actually going to be doing something a little bit different. This was brought up by one of the users in the thread asking about moderation. We do have quite a few guests with us today. We have Charles445. How you doing, Charles?
I'm here this time.
Yes, you are here. We also have Deadbeat with us.
Hey guys.
All right. We also have Kitoko Fox. How you doing, Kitoko Fox?
Hey there, Z-Trot. I'm present.
All right, and we also have Lolliflan, or as some people might know, Lollicore Flandre.
Nope.
However you want to say that. Yeah, that's what we're calling you now for the
Or
whole
Tuhu.
interview.
Oh, no.
Yeah, there we go.
Just Lolliflan.
But anyways, so moderation, serious stuff, guys. It's kind of a stressed out topic. It gets some people super enraged. It gets some people really happy. It really just depends on what side you're coming from.
But whose side you're on?
Who's really
Yeah.
happy about it?
Yeah, and
What's
so,
that?
Starts anyway.
yeah, and so what we're going to try to do here is we're going to go into topics, and we're all now moderation's not all of our main focus. I do believe, except for Kitoko Fox here, chat moderation is your main focus, correct?
Yes, that is. I am a
All
chat
right.
moderator.
Okay, so basically this is going to be kind of a walks from all life from different people in the game, different entry levels. You have a GMT, you have a beatmap approval team member, or quad, or whatever they're called now. And then you
Neither
have,
of those, actually.
Then you have crazy stuff like me that I'm just nothing, but I'm everything. It doesn't matter. So
I do want to
Anyway.
correct you. I'm not actually a cat, and I'm not a bat. I'm
Yeah.
in a weird limbo.
yeah, Charles is in a transitional phase, guys. He doesn't know what he wants to be.
Excuse me? Okay, I didn't put it like that.
Anyways, all right,
Z-Trot
so-
reaches to all ends of the universe.
All right. So, what got everyone started with moderation? And even if maybe moderation wasn't something you came into to start with, did you actively take part in it once given the go? And so, what we'll do is we'll start this out with Charles, and then we'll move down, and I'll finish it up. So, Charles, go ahead and give us your first thoughts on that.
Alright, well, for moderation, basically, I would say, if I were to do moderation actively, I would say no as far as stuff like chat is concerned, because, honestly, if Bancho isn't the one getting you, the people who are, respectively doing chat mod is there. When I think of moderation, I'm usually looking on the forums and stuff to make sure people are having a civilized discussion, like when it goes to maps and stuff. Maybe not so much for me to be, moving posts and, stopping that in that way, but more to show up and try to defuse the situation with my own post. So I wouldn't say it's traditional moderation in the sense that it's using powers. I think it's just more of trying to stop an argument from happening.
Yeah, keeping the peace, basically.
Yes. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, that's good. All right, and so Lolliflan, what would you say? Like, I know you've done a little bit of moderation in the past. I've seen you actively take part in the chat. I don't know if you actively do it anymore, but what got you started with helping with moderation, and do you still actively take part, or is it something that's kind of just went off to the wayside to you?
Well, it's kind of hard. Sometimes I'm into it, sometimes I'm not into it. Before, it was actually when I really didn't care about moderation at all, but somehow from nowhere it started coming. I started reporting actively, and I started thinking about becoming a chat moderator. And one day it actually happened. I was really excited, and I was actually hugely active. But as a new chat moderator, I was really afraid I might screw up. Sometimes I was actually, don't laugh at me, but I was actually shivering once something like a lot of spam happened, or before moderation, that moderated command was active.
So you were just kind of worried that, like, if you took an action against a user, you'd get reprimanded, so you were kind of worried to even mess with it to begin with.
Yeah, something like that. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna make a mistake. The user's gonna make a complaint or something. I'm gonna get removed. I did so much work for it in a split second, I'm gonna get removed. It would kind of suck. I was really afraid.
Yeah.
But
And
now I'm it's really different now. For me, it's like everyday moderation. I just sometimes actually relax while moderating.
Yeah, and it's not to say that you can. I mean, as you get further on and stuff, things do come more apparent, like obvious things like screamers and nudity and stuff like that. That's something you
I
can
got
take
people
care of.
PMing me those, dude.
You know,
I'm like,
well,
straight up though, real
it's
quick.
fine.
People PM me. Hey Charles, check this out. Be like, cool. What is it? I'll check it out. It's a screamer, and I'm like, all right, that's cool, dude. But if you put that in OS chat, somebody's going to destroy you.
Yeah, and see, that's the point. That's a great thing that you brought up, though, that topic wise, because if it's in a PM, really, I
Let
don't think
them know.
anybody cares. You know,
No, let them
it's
know.
fine.
Let him know because no, it's not okay to PM people screamers. No,
Well, no,
that's
it's
not what
not
we're
okay
saying
to
here.
like just PM random people screamers, but like if
But-
you're like, oh, yo, hey, Charles, we've been buddies forever. Check this funny link out.
I'll be like,
That's
wow, you're an asshole, but seriously, don't post that anywhere else.
yeah, and
That's
that's
not
fine.
nice.
That's not gonna
All
get
right.
you slammed.
But yeah, if you don't like, a part of the difficulty of the moderation is brought up with the whole screamers is having to run into that and going, ah, crap, and then you have to do something about it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's pretty cut. Like you can guarantee, you have to get rid of it, silence for it. There's stuff like that. But the screamers, they kind of go gray. Like, I mean, like all cases, like no, that's not a good idea. But at the same time, if it's between two friends and stuff, now if your friend reports you, that's not cool.
Well, if your friend reports you, maybe it wasn't your friend.
Yeah.
So
Alright.
maybe you shouldn't have been sending screamers to that guy.
All right then. So basically,
All right.
what we'll go ahead, Deadbeat, you can go ahead and go and let us know how you started with moderation and how actively you take part in it.
It kind of started as just like a transitional thing, because I kind of just ended up in feature requests, and from there I just kind of started moderating in there. It just kind of happened, and then from there I kind of just spread throughout the forums, and I'm fairly active. Like I don't actually think I've taken a large break in the 2 years I've been doing this. I think like the longest break I've had is about 2 weeks, maybe at tops. So yeah, I'm pretty active about the whole thing, really.
So you slowly spread through the forums. You're like, blah, as you like slowly accumulate more space over the forums.
He's the Katamari of moderation.
Yeah, yeah, totally.
By
man.
2015, I'm gonna dominate the entire forums.
Oh no! Watch out, off topic.
Ouch.
He's coming.
Oh no.
Baby.
No. We're gonna
All right.
forget that word was spoken, but
Oh
anyway,
come on. Anyway.
I'm keeping the
King of
tradition.
Threadlocking coming at you.
Oh, you're right. You're right. I forgot.
Yeah, we got to keep. The
I don't even
tradition.
know what I'm saying anymore.
All right.
No
so,
one does.
All right. Now, coming from a chat moderator, someone whose main aspiration, well, not I can't say aspiration, but main goal, like what they work towards, in my opinion, for that. Katoka Fox, how did you get started with moderation, and do you still actively take part?
I got my start in moderation about a year ago. After playing in the game a bit, I kept idly watching conversations and watching how things are moderated, and I thought it would be an interesting idea to put more into the community and ask about becoming a chat moderator.
All right. And
Not
so,
only that,
go ahead.
I also tried my best to report people, and eventually I got to talk to people like you.
Yeah, and like not to sound like a recycled record or anything, but reporting, everybody who might be listening to this, reporting is the way to go. I mean, sure, Bancho gets a lot of stuff on its own, and a lot of people sometimes will confuse that with moderators. But
yeah.
the system's
That's just
actually
spam.
pretty. Yeah, the system's pretty nice in terms of being able to take care of spammers and stuff. Like,
Oh, you don't
it's-
talk about that specific.
no, not specifically.
Oh,
But
okay.
I'm just saying, like, okay, if you said hi to somebody 5 times in the span of a minute,
Nothing will happen.
no. But if you like botted a spam thing, I can imagine something would be done.
You'd be gone immediately. Actually,
Yeah.
it would like snap your fingers and you're already gone.
Okay.
And that's I'm pretty sure that most of those are listed as automated protection.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how you can actually know if it was a person or not.
Yeah, definitely check your log you ever feel that
No.
something's well, no, they have the little silence
Yeah,
log
yeah,
at the
yeah.
bottom of your screen.
I wanted to continue with that thought. Now,
Oh, go ahead.
automation isn't perfect, and that's why there's chat moderation stuff. But if you perceive an issue that hasn't been gotten to, that's what the report function is for. People do read those, and it's definitely the best way to get a chat moderator to notice what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And in addition, it's a good way to pertain your voice out if someone's being very troubling in the chat, because the rules aren't perfect. Nothing's perfect. If someone is being an absolute jerk to others, you can go ahead and report them.
Yeah, it's like, dude, what's wrong with this guy? Right? No.
Yeah.
We get all sorts of weird reports. Like, oh man.
Yeah.
Well,
Anyway,
It helps
so
to
many
try
okay,
and give
also-
information
also-
like.
Yeah, reports also a good place to give proper information and not be weird about it, because
Mhm.
the weird ones will be ignored.
And I'll go ahead and wrap up that first topic point with my thoughts on it. I actually got pulled into moderation via beat mapping. I actually didn't really, when I started out, I didn't really care too much about the chat moderation, and I'm pretty sure that was made very apparent in my earlier posts on the website and stuff like that when I was very first starting out. All I cared about was beat maps. But as time went on, I think I started caring about like the community, the little sub community I was in, because I was in #mod. That was the channel I idled in. And like you said, there'd be people in there that'd be mean to each other, and when you're just a normal user, you kind of just brush it off. It's not that big of a deal. And even now that I'm so busy with all kinds of stuff, I don't really take part in moderation as much as I used to. But I think my main reason for going around and moderating is I was just trying to help promote a decent experience place for people. Like, I mean, when I went to mod, I wanted to learn about beat maps, and I wanted help, and that's what I got. It was really nice. It was rewarding to go in there and be able to talk about what I needed to talk about and have people there that are nice, friendly, and ready to help. And every once in a while, you get that guy that just comes in and he's like, yo,
Your maps suck.
yeah, and well,
It's like, that's
saying
not
that-
productive. That's mean.
well, even if it's not productive and mean, it could be true. Now, you can't sit there and, like, opinions are fine. It's just when they start having no justification to the opinion, like, oh, look, it's so-and-so, and they're so bad, and you see it
I
on
feel
a
like
daily basis.
The issue isn't so much the justification, because it's usually pretty obvious if like 5 people are saying it's bad. It probably has problems. However, what's important is that there is something constructive going on in order to correct things, and not just rude, bashing.
Yeah. I mean, as long as there's constructive stuff, I mean, I'm all for that.
Yeah, that's what it's for. And so I guess what you're saying is that that's what you were for, is to try and find that constructive criticism instead of
there
the
was no
bashing.
constructive, yeah, if there was no constructive criticism, that's when I'd usually take part in moderation. Like if someone was just like, "Oh God, it's so and so's map, and it's so bad because it's so and so."
I have an irrational hatred towards this specific mapper, therefore I will start yelling.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's when I'd get up and do stuff. Anyways, that'll bring us to our next topic, everybody. Now, this one kind of goes into how each user that's been working with chat, how they handle things, and just general tips that you'd give, because we've both been, like on one side or the other at some point. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, a big thing that a lot of people don't understand is moderation. We're people. We're you. We are players. We play the game. We enjoy the game. We do everything you guys do. And that means we're also very susceptible to make mistakes. People do.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Are we talking about mistakes now, or
Well,
is that for
well, no,
in the
it's
bit, a
just
little in the bit?
tips. That's a little bit in the bit, but this is for tips for when we weren't mods. What would you say, like, if you were aspiring to be helpful in the community like that? What kind of tips would you give?
Oh.
So I'll let you go ahead, Charles,
I'd like to
and
start
take
that off.
the first one.
Yeah, basically, I would say try to just be nice to each other and try to get along. There are things that I would recommend avoiding, just straight up, is that if you do want to get into like chat moderation and stuff, what I really, really wish that people would do is to not spend all of their day standing in front of a chat room looking for people to report. That's not good. That's witch hunting. That nobody likes that. You just need to be involved generally in the environment, and then you will naturally notice issues. Those are the ones that are important, and those are the ones that'll matter, not sitting there for hours just clicking a report button.
Sorry to break it to you, Charles, but I was like,
What did you get in by? Did you get in by spamming? Is that what we're talking about?
Sometimes I'm not doing it all the time.
Hey.
But I was at one point like this.
I don't know
Probably
about
Witch
you.
Hunter.
Oh,
Yeah, I
man.
wouldn't just. I really wouldn't recommend witch hunting because again, you're reporting people. It all boils down to these are people.
Yep, and you're people
Yeah, I
too.
agree. There are better ways to do it.
All right. So,
Thanks,
anyways,
Lollyflan.
all right. So I'm
Sorry.
gonna go ahead and bring that on to Lollyflan next. So, how do you go about handling things? What are your
Other
tips
than
for
witch
other
hunting?
people?
Well, aside from witch hunting, the other thing is I don't know if everybody knows about it. It's called backseat moderating.
No!
Backseat moderating.
No. No.
It's like sometimes it's fine and all, but I'm not sure if everybody
So, is that a
else
tip to
takes.
avoid?
I
that
mean,
something you should
it's
avoid,
it's
or-
all it's. Wait, let me finish.
You're killing me over here.
Shut up. It's all right if you do it from time to time, but don't overdo it. A moderator's in the channel. He has the power to do whatever it needs to be done, and you're just like doing his job, and it's making me feel insulted in a way. I'm like doing this for you, and you're like, sorry.
If there's a report that says where the F are the admins OMG terrible mods, that's some really bad backseat moderating, dude.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
I mean, like, I know that imitation is the highest point of flattery, but you can take it too far. You can definitely take it too far.
Yeah, I don't want to. I know a few people who
But-
do that, but I'm not gonna list the names. But
hey-
it can get annoying.
In all honesty, I don't mean to get off in tangent here, but I don't know if this has happened to anybody else, but because I've been a mod for so long on OS, and I've interacted with so many people, does that, like, pool to anybody on any other game? Like, I get yelled at so much on certain games for backseat modding, and I don't mean to. It's just
Which
like,
games?
Oh.
Which games?
Oh,
like MMOs, anything with a big
Oh.
chat base or something. I'm
actually,
like, yo,
that's actually the thing that I try to avoid is talking with power, because if you talk with power, you stop talking as an actual person, like as an actual individual.
yeah.
And so, like, when I was talking about how you like diffuse a situation and go, hey guys, now that's not really, that's kind of like, come on, you could do better. That isn't speaking out of power, and that's what I try to go for, because at that point it stays more person to person, and it can spread over to other games.
Yeah, and trust me, it's not cool when it spreads over to other games.
Oh
You get
god,
yelled at real
no!
bad.
Not the actual like power moderation talk. 'Cause it's like, hey guys, shut up or else. And it's like, shut up or else what? Says the guy who can't even like do anything.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
All right, so we'll move this over to we'll go ahead and give Kotoko Fox the next turn on that. So, how do you handle things and tips for others that might be looking to become chat moderators in the future?
Well, some people usually resort to removing the threat right away, but I'd rather at least confront them and let them know what's happening wrong, and try to give them tips to improving their behavior as well.
Yeah, so
Sometimes I end up heading to private message to do that in case that they
Uh-oh.
post something not really appropriate, but it's just like borderline. I go and confront them about it. Give them a warning.
So you get a
be
PM
well.
from Kitoko Fox. Get a PM from Kitoko Fox, almost as scary as getting a PM from Zalius.
would you say you kind of feel more like on a strike system then? Like, you're like, hey buddy, that's not cool. Try to keep it a little bit cleaner, and if the warning doesn't work, then you take action.
Yes,
So
that's
you
very
definitely
true,
give a
because some things, however, can't really go with warning. Like, if you post 5 lines of the letter Q in the chat, there's not really much we can do about that.
That's
Well, that
that
depends
sounds
on
like
how-
you glitched your user input on
Yeah.
playing the game.
That just depends on how fast. Like I won't do that when people are like ASA.
Yeah, that usually means they're playing the game and their keys are bound to A and S, and they
And-
accidentally had F8 open.
And if like it persists, I don't have to do anything about it. It'll be taken care of. You know.
Yeah,
And
and
if it doesn't, if like you're able to get to them beforehand, you're like, hey, yo, your F8's open, bro. Like,
Yeah.
don't do that. Then you could probably dissolve it before that. But sometimes it just happens, and I know people get upset about it, but this is one of those things.
It's the fine line between determining when somebody is glitching out their gameplay or when they've discovered that there is an online chat function and they must show the world their letters.
All right.
Generally, it's quite easy to tell the difference, I find.
It
I
is
also have some
indeed.
tips too.
Well, now with Mania,
Yeah.
it used to be you could check like 2 different letters, but now with Mania, there's up to 8. So
Well,
Yeah,
you can,
but
dip-
maybe
you
like
can,
20
you can
different
differ those
characters, you're
out
like,
as
well,
DMG.
20
Yeah,
different characters they're rubbing their face on the keyboard.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Alright.
they
Anyway,
catch
to
someone.
continue with some tips, is that one of the biggest things you should do is sort of remember what the people are designated for. Like, if I'm here to be a chat moderator, you can feel free to ask me questions or to
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
ask me if something's right or something wrong, and I'll be happy to seek to all ends of the earth to get your answer for you if I can. I mean,
There you go.
Oh,
We're,
how
we're
Yeah,
here
let's
dedicated.
see.
to answer
That's
your questions.
open-
We're here to help you. We're here to serve you.
That is
Ow.
an open invitation to spam the crap out of Kotoko Fox. Everybody,
Yeah,
if you
let's
have some
go.
problems, just
Hey,
message
Kotoko
him.
Fox, why did I get silenced? This is unfair. No,
Anyway.
for real though, the chat mods don't bite. They
No.
only bite when you're being bad. So you could PM them, talk to them about stuff, and they should hopefully answer you. I mean, I know I can't answer all my PMs, but just in general, it's totally fine to talk to people because they're people. They're not robots.
And I
Alright.
try my best to answer as best as I can, no matter how many PMs I get.
How many
Alright.
PMs do you get, Kotoko Fox?
Actually,
Whoa.
ignore my
Who
little
made that?
sister.
What was that?
Oh, okay. All right, that's
Anyway, I get quite a few PMs every day. From I get a lot
What is
from
that?
my
That is
Aw.
fantastic.
Oh my god, that's great. Please continue. I got to hear more about these private messages in your sister.
well, I'll pick up for Kotoko Fox right now because I'm thinking
All
either
right.
he's embarrassed or
Or taking care of his younger
Yeah.
sister, which is great.
okay. So I'll let Deadbeat go last on this one. I'll pick up. I'm gonna be quite honest. I've never been the best at handling things in terms
Ouch.
of moderation.
To be honest, I haven't seen you do a silence like ever.
Oh no, I used to do it a lot.
I have.
Yeah, I used to do it a lot, but I'm definitely not the best at handling situations. I've learned from it. I used to get really mad, and it wasn't good, and I learned, hey, that's not
I
good.
used to get very scared.
but
I just get upset. I just look at this and go, why does this have to happen?
Yeah.
Come on.
But how I normally tend to handle things now, which is very sparse, I'm going to be honest, I don't do it as much anymore. But basically, I'll give you a warning. If it's somebody I know that's had warnings on a regular basis, of course, names aren't going to be said because we're good here. And but if it's a user that has like busted the law, I don't know how many times, you know, like I won't hesitate to silence him for 5 or 10 minutes. You know, I mean, usually
At that point, they probably got an hour.
yeah, well, yeah, it's usually an hour. Sometimes they're like 36 hours. And that's the
Those are
ones.
the worst.
Those are the
36
ones I
hours
feel.
isn't a time frame.
Well, okay,
Yeah.
we don't talk about our time frames though, Kotoko. We're talking general. It's like okay, but like say for example, you think, oh, this guy's gonna get hit with 5, and it's 24, and you're like, wow. No.
Yeah, a lot of the mods don't even realize of previous offenses. It's just they stack up naturally, and you go, oh crap.
Mhm. All right, and then as for tips, just be kind and courteous, man. I like help people. Like if they're wanting help, help them. I mean, to think about all the time you spend on the game, and think about like most of the time that you're just sitting there idling in chat. Like, I know that's cool for some people, but think of all the productive stuff you could be doing to help others. That was the best part about mod. When it was just hashtag mod, I mean, mod request and mod help are still real cool, but you know, you just go there and you help, and it's fun. It's rewarding. I personally feel it's rewarding. You get to help people. They go, oh hey, cool, I didn't know about that before. Thank you. And that's enough.
When people ask questions in mod help, it's great.
I love helping. That's exactly the main sole reason I wanted to be a chat moderator, was to simply help out in the community and help others out. Make a difference.
Stop
yes. All right, Deadbeat. So we'll let you wrap this topic up on how you handled things and what kind of tips you can give. So feel free.
I don't actually do a lot of chat moderation. I'm normally forum side active, but generally with chat moderation, I try to avoid silencing straight off the bat. I prefer doing what Kitoko does and just like warning the user to stop. And if they continue to do what they're doing, then yeah, take a chill pill. Come back in 5 minutes.
Nice explanation.
Yeah, pretty much. As a tip though, generally, if you're trying to get into this line of work, it really does help if you're like really well behaved and really friendly, because people aren't going to listen to someone who's like, yo, shut the up. Like, no one's going to listen to you if you tell them that.
Unless you have raging
like,
biceps and
you're
wings.
being annoying. Can you please stop? Then yeah, they'll probably listen to you.
How do you show your muscles in chat?
You paste it with a really weird Unicode emote.
Silence for non-standard characters.
Oh man, but no, I mean, if you have a raging set of biceps and a beak, you're okay to do that.
Oh no, not him.
Oh yeah.
But man.
Anyways, all right. So our next point is like, what do you enjoy about helping out in the community in forms of moderation? And this doesn't just have to be chat. It could be any type of moderation whatsoever. And are there times where you're just like, ugh? Do you always enjoy it? Is it something you can just put a smile on your face and go into it every day? And I want to open with this one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
All right.
I really enjoy helping in terms of the forums, creating new content, modding beat maps when I get the time to. I love it.
When was the last time you modded a beat map?
Last week.
Okay. All right, fair enough.
Face. Anyways, but there are days where you log in, and once you've timed over like 300, 400 maps, unless you're Charles, you tend to be like, I really don't want to open the timing editor. And it's not that we don't want to help. It's just that it's like, holy crap, I do this every day. And they just released this new champion on League of Legends. I think I want to go do that. Because this ultimately brings back to the point that we're players too. You know? We do the same thing you guys do. We like to enjoy stuff. You know? It's the same thing. So I'd say 90 out of 100 I enjoy it. There's that other 10 though, that there's just days I'm like, ugh. And that's it for me on that subject. Charles, I guess you could take it second.
Mine is I think I should go near the end actually for this one, because mine's going to be a bit different.
Okay. Deadbeat, would you like to take the second one there?
Yeah, I kind of like doing this sort of stuff. It makes me feel like I can actively help in the community, just by like helping people find threads that they need, moving them to the correct place. It just feels like I can actually put something towards the community in a way that I can actually do.
So would you say that you're pretty much all the time happy with it, or would you say there are moments when you just can't be bothered and you want to do something else?
Oh, there'll be times where I see a user and I'm just grown, and I'm just like, I wish I could just go do something else now. But I mean, I think most mods feel that way about particular users, but for the most part, yeah, it's something I definitely enjoy.
That's good.
Yeah, sometimes
that's some upbeat stuff from Deadbeat.
Yeah, coming from the guy who looks like what, half the threads.
Ooh, ouch.
Yeah.
I thought that was Mr. Color's job.
Oh no, I do a lot of it.
Nobody can replace Mr.
Are you on his
Color.
turf right now?
Yeah, guys, spare me.
All right.
Yeah, like there are obviously days where I'm just like, I think I'll just take a break. But Yeah, I mean, it's definitely something I enjoy. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it.
Alright.
There's literally no point in doing something you don't enjoy. No point.
Well, money, I mean.
Oh yeah, if you're gonna be greedy,
Well, no, like if a job or something. Anyway, moving on.
yeah, well, you should do a job you like.
One can
He's
only
got a
dream.
point. He's got a
Yeah,
point.
well, yeah.
All right, but anyways, Kotoko Fox, do you enjoy it? And are there days where you're just like, nope?
Oh, I don't like moderation. Oh yeah, I think you know the obvious answer. I love moderation to the bone.
Are you being serious?
I love getting up every day. I love
I
checking out
love
the chats and
killing
making sure
people.
everyone's okay. And I would like say, "Hi, are you okay?" Anyway, I enjoy moderation 100%. I love going to the chat. I love taking care of things. I've loved taking care of things since I was small. I have absolutely zero
Whoa,
qualms of
wait,
it.
What? How small?
What?
I'm
let's
being,
back up.
I'm being 100% serious.
Were you in recess and you went, now, Timmy?
Whoa! Did you have one of those orange badges? Were you like a hallway monitor? Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, actually.
Oh,
Oh my
Oh, wow.
god.
nice.
Okay, I'm done. Bye.
Anyway, apart from that, I actually get upset when I'm unable to moderate the chats. Like when I was offline for quite a while because we need to switch internet service. That got me upset, especially sometimes when I was at the vacation at the cottage. I felt so limited trying to get on chat with my little iPod and taking care of things.
It's like you're trying to silence a user and you're just using the spinning scroll wheel like tick 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 to all the IRC client.
Oh man,
man.
dude! I
Actually,
remember
it's
when I
iPod
used to
Touch,
do that
but
on
I wish
Nibbit
I would
with my
have to spin
iPod
to get
Touch.
those letters, like tick 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 tick, get the letters. Oh my god! I wish my life was as interesting as to type by spinning a little circle. I'd be a spin pro after that.
All right then. Now Lolly Flan, you have to go on this too, so go for it. Or did we get you? Or I'm sorry.
No, you didn't. It's my turn now.
All right. Good luck.
Oh, it's me. It's kind of, it fluctuates, to be honest. Sometimes I like killing people. it's actually, no, I'm joking.
That's never a good thing to enjoy.
Of course it's not. But yeah, I actually love doing this job because I'm sure you probably noticed that I've retired a few times, but I keep coming back over and over and over because I don't know if it's like an urge to help, but it's like I have an urge to moderate. It brings me back over and over. Of course, there are days when I'm like, I'm tired. I don't have the power to do this right now. But yeah, it's mostly like this.
All right.
Yeah, it doesn't
Alright,
like
Charles.
everyone has like their off days.
Oh yeah, everybody's got their off days. Go ahead, Charles. Hit us with your epiphany.
Okay, well, this is a little different because like I said, my moderation isn't usually based around, forum posts and in-game. It's mostly moderation based on making sure people don't kill each other, like whether it comes to mapping drama or player drama and whatnot. And for the most part, I'll just try to show up into a place. It's like, running into some rocky road, like running into some disturbance. And I'll try to come in and I'll try to say, guys, this is the situation. You're misunderstanding each other. But sometimes you run into situations where you just don't know what to say. Like a map is in a situation where there's so many people that dislike it and you just don't know how to push it forward anymore to work with both the mapper and the people, and you just get stuck, and it really kills you because you've got these mappers who are stuck and they don't know what to do, and you're stuck too. And that's what kills me. That right there is what kills me, to the point that I run out of options. I don't know what to do anymore at that point.
Yeah, and I mean that gets a little bit crazy too, because I mean it does happen when you run out of options of what to do. It's like, what am I supposed to do? I mean, do I just sit here? Do I log out? Do I leave it be?
Yeah, sometimes you're forced into a corner where you kind of just have to take action.
Yeah, or at that point, like the action is the question.
Like, what action do you take?
Yeah, like, I mean, the actions boil down to, do I bubble miss you?
I suppose it would revolve, like, a lot of it would be situational dependent. I suppose that's what it comes down to, really, what the situation is. You can kind of, like, think up scenarios on how you would resolve issues, but at the end of the day, you're going to have to just decide on the spot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I guess
pretty
I got
much.
everyone pretty upset and quiet.
Oh, that's all right, man. Because the next
All
one's
right.
going to be great.
Oh yeah, this is the fun part.
Yeah. So, anyways, the next point that comes up here is actually going to be going into: have we ever made any mistakes
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Oh no,
as chat mods
mistakes!
or
oh, no.
moderators
Oh,
in
yeah.
general?
jeez.
All
I
right.
got, I got
Right.
some stories.
So, who would like to take this one first?
I will.
All right,
Go for it.
we'll let Kotoko Fox start that up. So, has there ever been any major issues where you've made a mistake that you kind of wish you could have undone?
Very much. I am totally not perfect. In addition to my numerous typos, which a lot of people probably already know about.
All right, where you forget the underscores in someone's name.
Oh,
That one gets
more
me
than
every
that,
time.
More like forgetting to
Oh, yeah.
type a letterbacks and there's also a few typos that I'd rather not say on OS Talk, and I'll probably say later if anyone's interested, but I won't.
oh yes.
you're trying to
please.
you're trying to do professional moderation, and you tell everyone to stop taking, and you're like, stop taking what? No, stop talking. Damn it.
I don't even know if I want to write it. Anyway,
Yeah, don't.
I have one
can
time,
use our
if I
imagination.
remember, I've accidentally killed, I accidentally silenced the user for 42 because of inappropriate content, because that's what you're supposed to do. And then it was the wrong user because I forgot to type a letter. So I had to undo that and redo it for the other user. That was
It's
scary.
really sad to have to go, oh gosh, sorry, somebody screwed up. That's why your everything was interrupted for a second there. And they're like, what the fuck? It's like,
I
yeah, we're
know.
sorry. These things, they happen.
But anyways, apart from that, I at least like to go and talk to the user and give them a proper apology because it wasn't fair for that to happen. And
Yeah,
I
the
think they should
apologies
feel
are-
happy about themselves, that they're a nice person, that they're not silenced.
No, you're a cool guy. We like you.
Yeah, I've made that mistake
We
as well.
love you.
I had that. Oh gosh. I'll do mine last again.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and bring up Deadbeat. What's some of the problems you might have had?
Yeah, I'm similar with Kitoko. I've accidentally silenced some people by mistake as well. And I look back, I'm like, ooh, wasn't supposed to do that. And so normally if you apologize and just say, sorry, there's a misunderstanding. Like, generally they're pretty cool with it, as long as you get to it pretty fast. But,
Yeah.
since I don't chat moderate that often, I haven't made, like, a lot of big mistakes. I've made some smaller ones. Most of them were fixed pretty fast, but nothing hugely problematic, I guess you could say.
Have
And
you
most of
given
them are
someone
just, like-
671 by accident?
No.
Really.
Okay, good.
Nothing that major.
Be careful with your up arrows and enter key, dude.
Oh yeah. Generally I take that stuff pretty slowly. Just so I don't, like, oversilence
That
someone.
reminds me of one time where 3 of us went after
Oh
the same
no,
user
the
for like
combos.
1
That's
hour
the
on
worst.
something, and they got an instant 670. So we had
wow.
to
Yeah,
undo that.
basically, what happens is
Triple
that
kill.
nobody knows if someone's going to silence someone, so sometimes the silence duration will seem longer than it'll actually end up being, and that's because 2 or 3 or 4 people hit the button at the same time, and that's no good. So that always gets fixed, though.
Yeah. Those
Yeah.
kind of things do get fixed pretty quick. All
Hooray
right.
for teamwork.
Okay. So, Lolly Flynn, what's a mistake you've made there?
Okay, so actually I've never made a big mistake on chat, but the only thing I remember is when I was a global moderator, it was in off topic.
What, doing any form of moderation?
Kind
Because
of.
that's a mistake.
Yes, it was really. I'm really sorry for that. So I don't remember what kind of thread it was, but I locked it because I was thinking it was getting out of control. So after that, most of the normal users that are from off topic created a thread about me.
Oh, I remember this thread. I remember
Oh
this thread.
man.
I think
That was golden.
Did you remember it?
I think so.
I think yeah, they were posting pictures of me drawing mustaches on it.
Yeah, I think I remember.
It was
this one.
actually pretty funny.
Yeah, a lot of people thought it was quite good. I lolled, that's for sure.
It was kind of fun. It was like, it shouldn't have happened. And
Yeah,
then then later the thread was unlocked and like, sorry.
All right. Well, okay. So here comes my mistakes, and oh boy.
Hey, we gotta get like we need to get a nice drink, so wine to sit down, some champagne maybe, you know. Relate each other. Never-ending tales.
Can I have apple juice?
Okay, like
Sure.
I've accidentally killed people. I've doubled up on killing people. I've moderated chats and forgot to unmoderate them and went to sleep.
Oh.
I've
Oh, no.
done some bad stuff.
That's actually golden. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
I like it.
But I mean, so
And I
definitely
thought
some
typing
bad
the wrong
calls.
back was bad.
So
I've messed up on FAQs. I don't know how many times. I'm like the fail master of that. Well,
Oh my god, I can't even. I think the worst thing I did once, the FAQs, was I went to go type up FAQ, and I don't know what possessed me to do this, but I accidentally hit T instead of Q, despite the fact that they're on the opposite ends of the keyboard.
everyone's
like,
like,
when's
what are
FAQ?
you? Everyone's like, what are you asking BanchoBot to do?
And
What's
I
a
was like,
fact?
FAQ? And I look up and I'm just, oh no.
yeah. and I
Oh
mean,
wait,
The
wait.
entire
wait.
chat was just off on it. It
That
was
actually
so funny.
that actually reminds me on completely rare cases where I type the instead of the sounds command, I type the FAQ command and then the user and reason. I don't know why.
Oh jeez.
That's just super funny.
So we'll be in here, we'll see that, and we'll go, what are you doing?
An entry not found.
So yeah, entry not found. That's a specific FAQ entry there, buddy. Right. Yeah, I've seen that. That's always great.
All right. Well, Charles, it's your turn.
All right. I removed Walk's avatar.
What?
That was basically, I was looking through during early Mania development. I was checking out this new guy who showed up who had this, you know, game mode he had worked on, and I'm like, oh, this is super cool. I was scrolling down through the page, clicking on his new posts, and I didn't click on new posts. I clicked on remove avatar by accident, and that it used to not have an if statement. Like, are you sure you want to do this? It was instant, and I was like, wait. Oh shit! When I realized what happened, I was like, oh shit. Oh, I had to open a PM. Oh my god, I clicked the wrong button. I gave him his old avatar. Shit. And, yeah. I am not proud of being responsible for if statements in the code.
Achievement unlocked. Remove an admin's avatar.
Well, at the time he wasn't listed as anything, but yeah, he became dev shortly after.
Good job.
No, he was totally cool. He was totally cool about it. He totally got it.
All right. Okay, so right here before we get to our community questions, we've got one other thing. Now, this one I'm going to go over really quick. Have you ever done something that was overturned as a chat mod? And I just want to state all the time.
Yes.
Like, it will happen. Like, sometimes, like they said, if you're having a bad day or something like that, you just kind of get mad and you're just like, okay, nope, this has got to go. And then somebody's like, yo, dude, you're being a douche. So they remove it. And that's definitely happened with me on numerous times. I don't want to get into any, because the times it's been overturned on me, they're kind of a little bit on the touchy side. So I'm not going to go too much into detail with it. But yes, I have made mistakes and they are not pretty.
It reminds me of the times where, like, you know, like Panty is enjoying this delicious hot dog.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Z-Trot and crew from 2010 have a history.
Yeah, we weren't. the
Anyway.
best.
So yeah, try not to have, again, just for, moderation's sake, try not to have offensive avatars and signatures. If you're questioning it yourself, chances are it's probably not a good idea.
Yeah. All right, and so we'll go ahead and Charles, if you want to go ahead and go into yours, and then just go down the line, that'd be fun.
What's the topic?
Have you ever done something that was overturned? Like, have you made a mistake
other
that was so, like, did you make a blunder that was so bad that they had to go in and fix your problem outside of the avatar?
Outside of, well, if it was something like that, it would have to be based on rules in general, and at that point, that's a whole nother can of worms for another day, where I will defend a rule and somebody will go, no, screw you, and I'll be like, well, thank you for following due process, but no, that's a time for another story. Like, that's not really moderation. I haven't had anything overturned moderation-wise because I don't do moderation of that sort. Usually I just say things.
Not a problem then. All right, Deadbeat, we'll go with you then. Have you ever had anything that was like you messed up that bad that you had to have it overturned?
I wouldn't say messed up badly, but I've had a few summons, well, fixed, I guess is the good way to put it. There was one instance in a area on the forums, which we won't mention, and a few things in chat which other mods kind of debated about wasn't necessary, which I didn't have an issue with, so I wouldn't say they were bad mistances, but they were just unnecessary, I guess.
Ah, all right. Well, that's pretty cool. Kotoko Fox, anything on your end?
If I remember, sometime in the past 4 months, I think I actually had some of my actions overturned by some of the higher parts of the moderation team, but other than that, there really isn't much on the moderation side. However, if you go to stuff like the technical support forum, there's a lot of mistakes that I tend to have made that Nathaniel probably knows a lot more than you guys do. Let's just say
Nathaniel's
I was a
support
really
team
big
cleanup.
noob when it came to technical support.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Yes.
Sounds legit.
All right.
Yeah, alright.
And Lollyflan, let's go ahead and wrap yours up, and then we'll open it up to
I'm glad
speakers.
Lollyflan hasn't even heard any of my
Oh, actually,
bad
now that I
parts
think
in
about
that
it,
forum.
I did have a couple of things overturned on my, well, actually, you know what? I can't even call it overturned because they never actually got fixed. So, I had an expert, quote-unquote expert timing tutorial where I talk about engine problems and workarounds for them. And that was, upsetting because it's like, hey, why don't you report these as bugs instead of make a tutorial on how to get around them, right? And I'm like, okay, report them as bugs. Never got fixed. Okay, great, cool, great. No, so that is a time where I did bring up an issue and it was like, no, just do the other thing. Don't do this. Which I did. And it never went anywhere. Anyway, okay, so I guess that's about it.
So yeah, for me, I don't recall any kind of actions to be overturned, to be honest. But I do remember one time when I ranked a beat map as a GMT.
Wait, which
I'm
one
sure
was that?
everybody
I remember
remembers
that. Which one was it?
Super Mario Brothers something. Super Mario Brothers Super Show, was it, or something? I forgot.
Oh, was that the Chewin set?
Yeah, Chewin said.
Oh yeah.
But the funny thing about it is the map was actually it wasn't unranked. I was just removed from the team, and that was it. It wasn't never.
You successfully managed to be a bat for like a second there.
Yeah, basically.
Yo, that's crazy. It's like, you did a good job checking this map. Now get out of the team.
Basically. I am
Great
the law.
job. Bye.
Yeah, great stuff right there.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're green, don't push red buttons. Right.
No,
All
right
it's fixed.
then.
You can't do that shit anymore.
Okay, so it looks
That's
like we're
true.
about ready to pop into user questions.
Yay.
Oh, what everybody's been waiting for.
All right, and
There we
Kiyanko
go.
has a question here.
Of course.
Like, number
Kyunky.
one,
I
all
actually
day.
have 2.
Okay.
Oh.
The first one's for Deadbeat, and the second's gonna be for Kitoko. Okay,
Alright.
so Deadbeat, what is your favorite
Yay.
thread that you have locked?
Uh,
Considering you seem to be the king of that now.
oh yeah. I don't know. It's hard to pick from the couple of hundreds. Ooh.
I think Mr.
I-
Color will fight you on the title of King Locker.
Oh, yeah, he's only in one section, I think.
Mm.
I actually don't know. There's too many that I can't even remember them all.
Any thread that has
Oh, man.
particularly stuck out to you as being particularly horrible and in needing of to be locked? That's more horrible than the rest of them?
I actually can't think of any.
Wow.
I tried to get rid of those from my mind. Pretend they never existed.
Yeah, I don't think he'd take a fondness to things that he would be locking.
Yeah.
Fair enough then. So my next question is for Kitoko. And with Kitoko, so you had said that you were legitimately the hall monitor. Please tell me all of your duties that entitled to your hall monitorness.
Well, I had to stand at the hallway and make sure the kids don't run. That was one thing.
No running!
And number two, I had to make sure the kids lined up properly. That was my other duty. And thirdly, I ended up getting to class 5 minutes late all the time because I have to stand at the hall to make sure everyone gets in properly and gets out of the
Wait.
properly. So basically, I was more like a doorman. Da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da.
Oh
yeah,
no!
so
You were the guy at the door.
I'm not running. I'm Olympic speed walking.
So you're
Cool
telling
pacing
me
yourself.
you're telling me I can get 5 minutes
However,
off
though,
of every class
I
if I am the
was
hall
actually
monitor?
a pretty good runner, so if anyone was being troublemaker, I could probably catch up to them very quickly.
Gotta go fast.
What do you do when you catch up to them? Like tackle them? What I mean,
Oh yeah. Gotta take
You're in
one.
a- you're in a
Tell
school
them what
hallway.
They need to do and report to the teacher.
you're running
This is
towards
Sarah.
them. Hey, stop running! What did you have a siren?
I
No.
really hope so.
It was like
Oh,
on his head.
Making one.
Oh
I'm,
right.
I'm picturing Kitoko with a siren on his head, running after somebody and blowing a whistle really loud.
Oh my
Oh, man.
That would make
That would
me
make
more
this
like
happen.
the monkeys from Ape Escape.
Oh, I love that
Alright.
crap, man. Anyway.
Okay.
Oh man.
All right.
That's
So
the
thank
most
you,
Before we
for
get
the,
too
there.
off tangent, let's move on.
Yeah.
yeah, thank you for the questions, Kianko. We do appreciate it. Does anyone else here have any questions opened up for?
Drum.
Okay, so HD Dreams has a question. Do
Oh,
you want to
okay.
speak that, or would you like to just have it as text? Completely up to you. Just type in the room.
Oh, okay. He's gonna
Okay.
type it.
All right, so yeah. So, anyways, HD Dream's question is being a mod very time consuming? Is it a more like do it when you can type of thing? I'd like to say it's probably it could be both. It could be time consuming or it could be do it when you can. It's really kind of depends on how you want to go at it, you know?
It depends on you only, to be honest.
Yeah.
Depends on how long it takes to write the 4 paragraphs to convince somebody that they're wrong.
Oh man.
Charles, you're on a roll today.
All right. Well, yeah. So it just depends on if you want to put time into it. Okay. And with that, we have a whole bunch of people asking.
Drum is waving his arms around like a madman.
Yeah.
Yep.
Saying me.
Yeah.
Well, we'll go ahead and get
Meme?
drum real fast, and then we'll have Panari open.
Seems like he's gonna type it.
Here it comes.
No, you better talk it. I know he can speak.
Prepare for the drum roll.
Speaking is the best way to do this, friend.
Why did you mute him?
I didn't mute him.
No, you totally did. Unmute him.
I gave him talk power.
Whatever. No, he already had talk power and you muted.
Now he
Oh
does.
There
my
you go.
God.
Hi, Drum.
Hey, there you go. What's up, Joe?
See, now he's muted.
Oh, control. So, alright. So, I'd like to ask, what was it like when you became a chat moderator? Or, like, how hard was it to become...
It
Or
was
what
not
was
that
it
hard,
like
really.
where you became a chat moderator?
And is that for everyone generally? Anybody could answer that?
Wait, what was it exactly again?
He's asking, what was it like getting into chat moderation? How was it to get used to it? I believe
Yeah.
you could just ask it again.
So, anyways, he needs a drink. But for what was it like when you became a chat mod?
Fucking
Well,
awesome.
Yeah, it was like I was a bat. I got batted, so it kind of just came with the bat, and I was pretty hype. I mean, like they're like, "Welcome, Zetrot. Would you like to be a beatmap approval team member?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah!"
That's okay. That actually, now that I think about it, that probably was how it went down.
Dude, Lardo
considering
would
it
come
was voice
in,
chat.
yeah, they would no, they wouldn't come in. They would come into the chat room, whatever chat room you're in, and announce it there.
Ooh.
And that is
wow.
totally how it went.
Oh, that's when there were like 10 people at any point in time.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. And-
Now we got thousands. It's getting scary. Right.
Ethox asked also.
Actually, real
he
quick,
said-
I want to answer
Okay.
my version of that. You're like, congratulations,
my
you're a
version too.
bat. And I'm like, yay, I'm never going to do chat moderation unless I have to. Yay, and that's how that went.
Can
I'm
I
not
put my
fond of
two-
the whole chat moderation thing. I'm fond of the
Feel
other kind of
free.
moderation.
Well, anyway, I as soon as I got put into chat moderation, I was like, "Oh, cool!" And then I basically all I did was ask. I was very quiet at the time. All I did was say hi and ask questions and what I need to do, and then I just did it. It was actually just basically walking from a balance beam to a slightly smaller balance beam. It was actually really easy to get into for me.
Not being a
Much of a difference.
moderator was a balance beam? Huh. Okay. We should probably move on to Ethox's then, unless somebody else has another question, answer to that question.
Well,
Come on, let's
Panari
hook her in.
actually, then we'll get Etox. Because Panari was asking.
That
as
is
well.
true.
Yep. But I still know Etox's question. I saw it wrote down there, so I'll make sure to
Alright, let's get Panari voice.
Hi.
Hi.
So,
Hello.
for approximately how long did you actually work in chat before you were given the offer to work as a chat mod?
Wow, that's actually a really long time. I would say, let me see, I'm here for 4 years, so let's say from the point where I actually started putting effort in becoming one, well, maybe a year or so, I think.
Isn't too long.
Yeah. I kind of got lucky with it. But yeah, it's around a year or something.
That's quite a long time.
Everybody else?
Well, anyway, for me, I started getting into Us like about late 2012, so I'm actually relatively new compared to a lot of people on the team and a lot of players too, believe it or not. Ever since a few months in, I got to know about what the report function was, and I really wanted to try and help out, so I tried my best, and I ended up getting more into the playing side, but it wasn't until about the new year that I wanted to dedicate myself into supporting the community more, so I really put high effort into it, and I tried to help other people out, and one day I decided to just ask about if I can help out with the community by chat modding, and that's how I got in.
Mm.
That's pretty much it. Then it was all just smooth sailing, going through understanding how chat moderation works on the other end. So
Alright.
Yeah, I do apologize for that. I had a phone call, guys. Where
No,
are we at?
you missed nothing. We're right at the end of Kitoko's.
Ah,
Drum seemed to have a question too.
Another one, but he has to wait.
okay.
We got Ethox now.
Okay, Ethox's question was, how long did it take to adjust? I don't. Oh, you have another one outside of that one? Well, you don't want an answer to the adjustment question?
Oh man.
I'm
You
so
did it.
confused right now.
They're
Oh, it's
they're
kind of the
probably the
same.
same.
All right, go ahead and reword it.
Yeah, but to answer that kind of deal, it takes a while to get like adjusted to things, but for me it was just like what buttons, where are the buttons, and how do I push the buttons
Charles,
without making
he's
something explode.
clarifying it.
Well, I'm answering it as somebody who isn't a big time chat moderator, so as he clarifies it, it'll be for the people who are really chat moderators.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was kind of the same for me. It's just like, what buttons do I push? When do I push them? Cool, thanks. I'll get right on that. It's just easy.
Yo,
So I
he's
never did
typing
the chat
super
moderation
long.
Yeah.
While he's typing, let's get someone else.
Yeah. Does anyone else have any questions?
I think Solka did.
Drum has another one,
All right.
and
So does
for
Sulker
potentially Sulkor
and Dub. Dub's
and
got
Dub.
one, too.
Oh, we got everybody.
All right.
Drum.
Okay. Drum does not.
Says no. What a
All right,
freaking
Sulker,
liar.
would you like to be unmuted for your question?
Go
Here it
ahead.
is.
Okay. Feel free to ask it, Sulker.
Yay, Sulker.
Alright, seeing that I am like a hard dying fan of becoming a moderator.
No kidding.
I want to ask two questions. First to Kitoko Fox, how are you able to stay calm while moderating?
Actually, to be very honest, I could answer that in a variety of directions. First of all, is on a personal note, is I actually enjoy moderation a lot more than not moderating, so kind of asking that is a little moot at that point, but I do have a few things I can do to calm me down. I like to play some maps that I know and enjoy and listen to the music, because that tends to calm me down as well. And I often like to take breaks, if I will, and step outside, take a breather. It's always you don't have to let anything control you. You can relax a bit, do something else, because nothing is forced on you.
Alright, and I have another question for everyone else. Player moderation. Do you think it's allowed? Do you think it's not allowed? What is your thoughts?
Define player moderation. What are we talking
Like
about here?
helping out the community, and for example, like if a moderator is too busy and you just want to help out.
Oh,
is that allowed?
are you so basically are you talking about like backseat moderating?
Oh, that's a kind
Yeah.
of fine line thing.
Yeah. There you
Ooh,
go.
boy.
You already know.
You don't want me to talk about it. I'm gonna sit out on this one.
I'll talk about it if you want.
Ooh, okay.
Go for
Okay,
it.
well, anyway, if you're going to, the most you can really do is give a suggestion, like, if someone's, like, spamming, you can say, please don't spam. There's something simple about that. I mean, it's mostly just, if it's something that you know that you obviously can't help at, it's best to page out a moderator and wait it out. In a lot of cases, too.
I'm just gonna take over
Don't
from
paste FAQ entries.
Yeah, that.
Yes. Don't paste the fact
God,
entries.
don't
It's-
please. They're like,
Alright, I'll stop.
I'll be completely yes, please don't, Sulker. God, no. Anyway, I
I
want to say
apologize.
okay, but about
It's
fact
fine.
entries. Basically,
Okay.
what happens is that somebody will send like 2 lines or something, and it needs a fact, and the fact will be 5 lines long, and it's like that's worse than the other person. Crap! I feel like some of the
It's worse
facts are
than
just too long.
Banshee.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
So, Ethox's question, which I really like it, about the first steps of becoming a moderator. Did you have a friend in the team? And if not, how hard was it to get used to / become a part of it?
Oh,
can answer
yes,
this one-
definitely.
I can answer this one
Oh,
pretty
man.
good because my friends that were in the team instantly left after I got in there. So
Oh.
I had nobody. Like, I was
Ow.
really close with Ibelset
Yeah. What
and
happened?
Falcon and all them, and everybody just
Falcon Punch.
They kind of just left, and it was cool. Like, they gave me enough knowledge to know what I was doing, but it was kind of weird making friends with other people and getting used to, you know, doing stuff on my own, not being able to check back with anybody, really. I mean, of course, you always have the team there. They are willing to help you, but as someone who's never really, like, interacted with those said people, I felt reluctant. You know, I'm like, oh, what if they think I'm dumb, or what if they come up and they're like, oh, it's so simple, why do you need help? And so it kind of kept me away from it a little bit. But as time went on, I kind of just idled in chat. I kind of saw what was going on, and I found points of interest that I also enjoyed, and I just started talking to them just like you talk to any other person, you know. And, you know, it just goes from there. And as time goes on, you'll start to make more friends, and the more friends you have, the more you can make views, and you'll have people that you don't necessarily agree with, but at the same time, you could look at their view and look at it objectively and hope that they do the same in your perspective, and hopefully you can come to an agreement.
Yeah, 4 paragraphs.
I have a few comments on that question. On the other hand, as a complete opposite of Z-Trot, I actually had a whole lot of friends who were also on the team at the time. Possibly, of course, Z-Trot was one of them. I talked to Z-Trot quite a bit in the past as well. I'm pretty sure you know that.
Mm-hmm.
And I also talked to Deacon and Cookie and Lolliflan too.
We all love you, please.
We all love Lolliflan. Come on.
No, I mean you.
Oh my god. Okay. That's super hilarious.
Even though Kianko wasn't a part of the team, I talked to her a lot too. And basically, it was more so me having a lot of fun talking to them, and I saw them as friends rather than people who are special admins that are somewhere on the internet that are super special, and you have to respect them.
Online evil people. Special superiors.
But yeah, I see people as friends, and if you're willing to be a friend to me, I'm willing to be a friend to you.
It's all a bunch of happy people.
All right, then.
Yes, I'm a very happy person.
I want to do one, Z-Trot.
Go for it.
When I joined I don't even think people liked me, actually, now that I think about it. Like, I don't know how much you remember Z-Trot, but I don't think anybody liked me at the time.
I should remember enough. I was the only one gunning for you.
Exactly, yeah. It was basically, it was like, Z-Trot, I'll put this Charles guy in, and everyone's like, who the fuck is that? Right? This guy's an asshole. I totally was. Still am, technically. Right?
It's nice to know that.
No, yeah, anyway. But that was, I didn't have, like, I had Z-Trot, and that was it. And I had to, like, you know, just try to figure out, like, hey, no, you can be nice to me. Jeez, it wasn't, I didn't start out so good. Hard to get in there.
Yeah, but it definitely does end up happening. Alright, though, that looks like it's going to be about the time we've hit our 1 hour mark, everybody, so we're going to go ahead and
maybe
wrap
a little
this
bit longer than that.
Yeah, a little bit longer. It's definitely
I think it'll make up for it via just the overall hilarious stuff going on in here. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, definitely big grats to Charles being alive for once for one of these. This is great.
Barely.
Welcome back.
All right.
Come on, Charles.
But want to say big thank you to all the people that came out and had their questions. We do appreciate that.
Yes, thank you so much.
And remember, guys, feel free we do post up the dates usually on this. This one was a little bit last minute, but we normally post the dates. So if you want to take part and take active discussion with the community about different kinds of topics and subjects, be sure to suggest them in the description of the video. Well, not the description of the video, but in the comments on the video or on the thread itself. And this is everybody from the OS Talk signing off. And
that's when we're done.
We'll see you real soon. And remember,
it was nice
Rhythm is only a click away.
Yeah.
Hey, Z-Trot, you're in the process of getting replaced. How does that make you feel?
Rhythm is only a click away, or a fruit away, or a note away, or a drum hit away.
You're here forever.
Don Cat, Don Cat.